angel, making sure my wings protect the different, the stranger than. I'm a autism awareness angel. It's good, cause I'm cool with the unique behavior. I'm a autism awareness angel. Will you accept me? Cause I accept you. I'm a autism awareness angel, cause the view from the spectrum is a better point of view.
Hello and welcome back to Autism 30. I'm Tally, and today we are speaking with Miss Lindsay Petrie, Marketing and Communications Officer for the Canucks Autism Network, located here in British Columbia, Canada. She has played a large role in propelling the organization forward in terms of marketing, brand awareness, and overall membership numbers, which have grown from approximately 10 families in 2008 to over 2,400 members today. If you haven't heard of this organization and or just thought it was our proud hockey team, do I have a treat for you. Canucks Autism Network is so much more to the 2,400 individuals who've had the good fortune to become members. Canucks Autism Network have created a positive learning environment for children, their siblings, and families who have autism to participate with others in our community in events which would for some probably be difficult, if not impossible, for them to join in the typical setting. At the same time, gain the joy, confidence, and friendships that last a lifetime. Welcome, Lindsay.
Thank you for having me.
How was Canucks Autism Network started? Can you give us a bit of the history?
Absolutely. In 1996, Paulo and Clara Aquilini, co-owners of the Vancouver Canucks, listened in shock and disbelief as medical professionals diagnosed their son with autism. In the following years, Paulo and Clara experienced the trials and triumphs that come with raising a child with autism. They also experienced the frustration of watching their child struggle to participate in typical community activities. Compelled by the growing need in the community and driven by their own personal experience, in 2008, Paulo and Clara founded the Canucks Autism Network with the vision of enriching the quality of life of those living with autism in British Columbia. This vision is the founding inspiration for the Canucks Autism Network and guides the organization in its mission to provide high-quality, adaptive sports, recreational, social, and arts programs for families living with autism, while also spreading awareness and providing training in communities across BC.
What programs do you offer throughout the year?
Well, quite a few. Our sports programs include basketball for ages 7 to 15, fitness, ages 14 and up, gymnastics, ages 3 to 9, hockey, ages 7 to 19, soccer, ages 5 to 16, swim, ages 2 to 30, skate, 4 to 15, ski and snowboard, 7 to 18, outdoor rec, ages 16 and up, bike, ages 7 to 15, multi-sport, 5 to 15, physical literacy, ages 4 to 11, paddling, 16 to 30, yoga, 16 and up. Now we have social programs as well for teens and young adults, 13 to 30, children, 8 to 12, siblings, 8 to 15, and a community works program for ages 16 to 21. Lastly, we have arts programs, music, ages 7 to 18, and photography, ages 15 and up.
That sounds fantastic. Now, do you offer programs where siblings can participate?
Absolutely. We have our soccer program, ages 5 to 16. We also do summer camps that are also open to siblings, and we have our SIBS program. And the purpose of the SIBS program is to provide an opportunity for siblings of individuals with autism to gain peer support and education within a recreational context. The program combines SIB shops with fun, age-appropriate activities such as bowling, snowshoeing, and games nights.
That sounds fantastic. And do you offer programs where whole families can participate?
Absolutely. We provide family camps in the summer that enable the whole family to get away for a weekend together. We also offer family events throughout the year that provide opportunities for the whole family to enjoy activities such as mini golf, family skates, and movie nights in a safe and supportive environment.
And they truly are wonderful to attend. Now, where do you offer them and what locations?
Well, we offer programs in locations across BC, but the main cities in which we operate include Abbotsford, Burnaby, Chilliwack, Coquitlam, Port Coquitlam, Delta, Kelowna, Langley, Nanaimo, New West, North Vancouver, Pitt Meadows, Richmond, Saanich, Shawnigan Lake, Surrey, Vancouver, Victoria, and West Vancouver.
Now, do you offer programs all over the province of British Columbia or anywhere else in Canada?
Well, we truly aim to build capacity across BC and beyond through our autism training workshops. Now, these workshops provide community rec providers with strategies for supporting children with autism in their home communities. That way, even if we can't provide a program in the community, the rec providers will be familiar with the best strategies and adaptations.
Now, how do parents find out about upcoming programs and events?
Well, the best way for parents to stay updated on all of our upcoming programs, events, and registration dates is to sign up for our free monthly newsletter. They can do so on the homepage of our website at canucksautism.ca.
Now, all of those details will be on the autism30.com webpage.
Wonderful. Other ways to stay informed, including visiting our website regularly and following us on our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Are parents guaranteed admission to a program if they register for that event? And what is the selection process?
Due to the high interest in all of our programs, no family is guaranteed a spot in a specific program. With that being said, we have a lot of programs in a variety of communities. Therefore, the likelihood that a family would get into at least one program is very high. We aim to accommodate as many unique individuals as possible into our programs, which means that priority is truly given to families who have either never accessed our programs or who have limited access to our programs due to their location.
Now, do all people with autism qualify?
Absolutely. In order to become a member with us, families must first complete our online membership application, which requires an autism diagnosis. I would like to point out that we can accommodate individuals across the autism spectrum. I bring this up because many families fear that we won't be able to support their child because they're severely affected by autism, whether it's nonverbal, high needs, possibly being a bolter, but we would really like to emphasize that we have a high ratio of support for a child with higher needs.
Absolutely, and you have wonderful coaches that actually facilitate that beautifully.
Well, thank you.
Now, what is the minimum and maximum age that you can be to apply for this?
Well, there really is no minimum or maximum age to apply, but the majority of our programs are available to children, teens, and young adults with autism ages 4 to 30.
Now, approximately how costly are the programs, or are they free?
Actually, at this point in time, families can access the majority of our programs for only $25 per individual with autism per year, thanks to the incredible support of our donors and sponsors. Some of our more resource-intense programs, such as our hockey program, require families to pay a subsidized registration fee, but this fee is fully refundable through their autism funding. With that being said, CAN acknowledges the registration fees can be a barrier for some families. Therefore, we have also provided them with potential funding sources that could cover or offset the registration fee.
Which is great. Now, what do you consider the benefits of participating in your programs as a participant, as a volunteer, and as a family?
Well, I believe that the benefits to the participants are truly endless, but the quick answer to this question is that they get to learn new skills, gain confidence, and make friends, often for the first time.
So true.
The volunteers find it incredibly rewarding working with our participants. Not only do they help put smiles on faces, they also gain incredible experience working with individuals on the spectrum. Many of our strong volunteers actually become staff and even pursue work in the field of autism after their experience with us. And finally, families get to meet other families, which is so important. They make connections with others going through the same challenges, and this is truly invaluable.
Absolutely. And your volunteers are amazing too. And as a family myself, I can honestly say that I've learned so much from your coaches, from your staff, from myself, to be able to work with my own son during the process. So I know many parents out there might think that these are only sports programs, but I know from a therapeutic point of view, I know that I'm learning an awful lot from your staff.
That's great. That's what it's all about.
Now, do all participants get a one-on-one helper to assist them?
Well, one of the major characteristics that is quite unique about our organization is the fact that all of our sports programs include one-to-one support for all participants. Now, we can even provide 2-to-1 or even 3-to-1 support if needed.
That's great. Now, can you please explain to our listeners about the individualized forms that parents fill out before starting an event that helps the teachers, coaches, and become better acquainted with their child's needs to better assist them during the event?
Of course, at Canucks Autism Network, we really strive to meet the needs of each participant through parent collaboration. Our staff receive training on a variety of support strategies for children and youth with autism, and we ask that parents speak with coaches and support staff about strategies that work best with their child, whether visual schedules, first-then boards, token systems, or even social stories. In addition, all families must complete a comprehensive application form that includes detailed information about their child's needs.
Absolutely. Now, what are the future goals for Canucks Autism Network?
Well, we hope to continue to expand in communities across BC with the ultimate goal of reaching every household affected by autism in this province.
If someone wants to join, what's the procedure? What paperwork must be completed and sent in?
I would first tell them to visit canucksautism.ca/join. They would then start our online application process, which needs to be completed for each family member who would like to participate, regardless of whether they are on the autism spectrum or not. Families must then submit the $25 annual fee per individual with autism. Our registration is then complete, and they can start registering for programs.
Great, and I suggest that you do that for those listening. For our international listeners, as we are heard in 85 countries so far, who may want to start a program of their own, what would you advise them to do?
Ask for advice from organizations who are providing a similar service and see what worked or didn't work for them. Ideally, an organization that isn't considered a competitor.
Yes.
Then start small and try to answer the needs of the community. Figure out what is needed and try to fill that void, just taking it step by step.
Now, if someone wants to become a volunteer, how do they proceed? And what qualifications do they need to have?
Again, first thing would be to visit canucksautism.ca/volunteer. No experience is required, as our volunteers work alongside trained and qualified support workers. However, we are looking for volunteers who are energetic, enthusiastic, passionate, patient, compassionate, empathetic, and absolutely capable of working in a team setting.
And my experience with them so far has been they've been all that.
That's great to hear.
Now, if someone wants to work for your organization, how do they proceed and what minimum qualifications do they need to have?
The first step would be to visit our employment webpage at canucksautism.ca/jobs. From there, interested candidates need to complete a short form and then submit their resume and cover letter. Generally, we look for candidates who have some kind of background in autism if they are wanting to work with the participants. We often have behavior interventionists or special ed assistants, but sometimes even we'll have people come to us who have a friend or family member with autism. About 90% of our program staff have prior experience working with individuals on the spectrum, and the other 10% are really people who are incredibly eager and enthusiastic about learning the best strategies for support from our most experienced staff.
Now, you've done amazing things here, so what do you find rewarding at your job?
I would say just being able to see how our programs change lives. That's one of the best parts of my job.
And you have.
Watching a child make a friend for the first time or learn to swim or hearing a parent call us their second family. These are the kinds of success stories we hear every day, and it makes the long, stressful work days well worth it.
Now, is there something you'd like our listeners to know about Canucks Autism Network that we have not yet mentioned?
Sure. If you don't think your child will succeed in our programs, give us a try and let us prove you wrong. I cannot tell you how many times parents have said, I never thought my child would ever be able to blank, or my child hated blank until he tried your program.
100% true, and I'm actually one of those parents. What my son has done in your programs is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm really grateful.
We love to hear that.
Now, finally, what is the one thing you'd like our public to know about autism?
Well, what we like to say here at the Canucks Autism Network is when you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. So just remember that every individual is unique in their own way.
100%. Now, I want to thank Miss Lindsay Petrie for being with us today and sharing her knowledge with us. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, we want to remind you to subscribe and join our mailing list to receive information about upcoming podcasts and information. And if you're listening to us on iTunes, don't forget to write a review and like us and join us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Google+. And don't forget to send in your questions if you want to ask our parent panel or myself questions. Please send us an email and we'd love to address and answer them. You can do so from our webpage at autism30.com and click the word contact. Now, if you're a parent and are thinking of a great gift to get your child on the spectrum this holiday, why not consider registering with this fantastic organization? This is one gift that keeps on giving and the best present they'll get, and you as a family can give yourself. All of the details will be on the autism30.com webpage. Once again, thank you, our podcast audience, for joining us. And until next time, this is Tally telling you to live in love.
Hey yo, I'm an autism awareness angel, making sure my wings protect the different, the stranger than. I'm an autism awareness angel. It's good, cause I'm cool with the unique behavior. I'm an autism awareness angel. Will you accept me? Cause I accept you. I'm an autism awareness angel, cause the view from the spectrum is a better point of view.